Hello everyone, welcome to JC Connect. So in this session we'll study about the further part of classifications of equipments, that is based upon the availability sizes and the specifications and different sizes of the equipments. Okay, so depends upon the availability, commercial sizes and the specifications. So that is nothing but availability in the sense whether these types of the equipments are available in the current market or not. So whether it is available easily or whether we need to give order and we need to get it back, because when we are going to use this equipment, so that duration is most important task, because just to save the total durations we are going to use this equipment. And here the equipment should be easily available in the market, because when we have planned to work the construction project with respect to the equipment, it should be easily available. When we start waiting for the equipments and all, again that particular duration is going to cause the total completion period, and again it leads in the lower of the profit, as well as even that budget is going to be increased. So depends upon this, the further it has classified as standard equipment and then special equipment. Okay, so now we'll study which are the standard equipments and how exactly it will be there, and which are the special equipments, so how it will get useful in the construction industry. Okay, so now the standard equipments. So here in standard equipments, the first point, which are most commonly and manufactured and are easily available to the prospective purchasers. So these types of the equipments, if you go to the market and if you search regarding this, these types of the equipments are easily available, because these types of the equipments are mostly used, and in most of the cases they have used, and that purchasers or builders can easily purchase these things. Okay, and here they can be used for variety of the construction operations without any difficulty, and they are available in standard commercial sizes. So here the sizes of the equipments and the working principle, as well as the operation system, so each and every things or parameters which are similar in all the aspects, means they are fixed even with respect to sizes, and the initial investment is less as compared to special equipment. So we'll study about the special equipment, and before this, with respect to a cost, the standard equipment causes less cost compared to the special equipment, because in special equipment we need to give the order and we need to purchase that one as per our requirement. Okay, so here standard equipments are nothing but, so that working principle and sizes and that movement, each and everything, that system will be similar with all the equipments. Okay, and here the delivery of standard equipment is very quick, as it is readily available in the market. So here, which is already manufactured and placed in the market for selling purpose and all, so that once if you visit and if you check those all steps, easily you can purchase that one. But the same thing, it won't happen with a special type of the equipment. So here in special equipment, we need to give the order as per our requirement, and then they need to manufacture those equipments as per the client's requirement. But here in the standard equipment, so each and everything will be available, just we need to go and we need to purchase that one. Okay, and here the repair parts for standard equipment can be obtained more quickly and economically, and the repairs of such equipments can be carried out quickly in shorter period, because once if they have manufactured those standard equipments, and the required maintenance parts or whatever which is going to loosen by those equipments, so those parts can be easily available. So at the time of repairs and all, those parts will be easily available in the market, so that we can use those parts and then we can easily repair that one within a shorter period of time. So again, if any repair comes in between the construction, so within a shorter period of time, by using the standard equipments repairing parts, we can carry out that repair works, and within a shorter period of time we can complete that repair works. So in some cases the standard equipments are most useful compared to the special type of equipment. So only they are selling, like repairs of such equipments can be carried out more quickly in a shorter period of time, because that parts will be easily available in the market. Okay, and here if the contractor no longer needs a unit of standard equipment, he can usually dispose it of more easily and at a more favorable price than the piece of special equipment. Suppose a contractor buys standard equipments, and then after completion of the work, even he can use that one for other works, because the works will be standard and even the equipment will also be standard. Okay, and here if that particular contractor wants to sell that one to the another person, so that another person also he can easily purchase that one, because that equipment will be standard, because the same work can be used for other works also. But in the same cases, if you want to sell that one, I mean if you want to sell the special type of the equipment, only at special works it can be used, only at that particular works it will be used. If the same work is there in with other contractors, then only it is going to be helpful. Okay, but here standard equipments it can be used in various aspects. Okay, and so only if the contractors no longer needs that standard equipment, is easily he can dispose that one, or else easily he can sell that one to the other contractors at the favorable prices. Okay, and now moving on to the next part, that is special equipment. So the name only indicates that these equipments are special. So special with respect to what? Special with respect to sizes, special with respect to working principle, and even special with respect to the all the advantages. Okay, so here equipment which are manufactured for a specific project. For example, we have seen in the previous class videos that excavations of canals and all. So in such cases, the standard equipments are also available. But when we have used this special type of the equipment, so it can work faster than the standard equipments, and then it can give the good results. So at that time we need to prefer these types of special equipment. So these special equipments are manufactured with a special project, or which does not have readily accessible spare parts. So that is comes under in a disadvantage part. But here special equipments which are manufactured based upon the order given by the clients. Okay, so the client will come and suggest to the manufacturing unit that I have so and so projects and I require so and so equipments with respect to certain specializations and specifications, and depends upon their inputs the manufacturer unit will manufacture that equipment. Okay, and here, the selection of special equipment should be made carefully after proper financial analysis, because we need to estimate with respect to whether we need to select with the standard equipment or whether we need to go with the special equipment. Because once that work completes, the special equipment will stands without any further work. So we need to analyze it more accurately whether we need to purchase with the standard equipment or whether we need to go with the special equipment. So that is depends upon the financial analysis, and then we need to decide about the selection of the special equipment. Because if you have chosen the special equipment, however the cost will be more, because as per your requirement that manufacturing unit is going to prepare that. Okay, so obviously as per our requirement we are giving the order, in the sense that work will be higher than the normal one. Okay, and so the financially that cost of the special equipments will be more than the normal one, I mean the standard equipment. And here the initial investment in case of special equipment is very high, and there is a risk of change in design, it cannot be economically on the other project. So as we have discussed, this particular equipments are manufactured for the specific works. So only that same work, if it repeats, then only that special type of the equipment is used there. Else, it is going to stand without any work, and again it is loss of purchasing that equipment. Okay, and here a special order is given to the manufacturer and a special price is to be given, and therefore the delivery of the special equipment cannot be obtained after a long period. So once, if you give this order and as per your requirement, they need to prepare the special equipment, so that obviously it is going to consume certain part of the durations, and it should be with a well prepared plan, so that whenever that special equipment is going to be useful as per the planning, then only it can get delivered to the required location. Else again it is going to consume that duration, and then which will be not useful with respect to a total budget. Okay, and here example of special equipment includes the tunnel boring we have seen in that video, and then large hauling units and very large shovels such as 70 to 80 centimeter shovel, which is used to strip mine coal. In the standard equipment and all, usually these large shovels which will be there with the 30 to 40 centimeters, but here in the special equipment you can see 70 to 80, so that the work will be faster compared to the standard equipment. Okay, so and here even the spare parts or whatever the repairing parts, you can see in case of repair works, which is very difficult to get it. Again we need to give the order, or whether we need to convey the same things to the manufacturing unit, that so and so parts has to be required, and again they will manufacture that. Okay, so in case of the special equipments comes in the repair part, to get it repair it requires lot of time, because all the spare parts has to be manufactured depends upon the order given by the clients. Okay, and moving on to the next part, that is selection of construction equipment. So moving on to the next aspect, that is selection of construction equipment. So here selection of construction equipment will takes place a lot of responsibility in starting of the project till end, because in the planning stage we will decide whether we need to use the equipments or not. Okay, so depends upon that it will cost and fix up the duration part. Okay, and in general about these discussions, any contractor who plans to construct a project, he frequently faces the problem of selection of most suitable equipments, because in contractors minds they will be having in a shorter period of time they need to complete the work. Okay, and even with respect to a maximum or favorable profit, by accepting that they are going to decide whether they need to go for the equipment works or whether they need to take it that work by the labor management. Okay, and that time they are going to face these problems, that which type of equipments they need to take, because usually the cost of these equipments will be more higher than the other resources. Okay, so here if we made any wrong decisions while purchasing the equipments and all, so directly it is going to affect that total budget of the project. Okay, and here this contractor he should consider the money spent for the equipment as an investment, and which he can expect to recover with the profit during the life of the equipment. For example, here if a contractor has decided to purchase an equipment, so that time he should be concentrating about that profit of that equipment. So how exactly he can earn that profit? So once he complete that particular project, so that equipment should be useful for other works also, for example on the basis of rent or for other types of the works. Okay, so that too within the lifespan of that equipment. For example, a particular equipment will be having lifespan of 20 to 30 years. So within that particular 20 to 30 years, he can achieve maximum profit after whatever he has invested on those equipment. For example, 20 lakhs he has invested, So within that shorter period of, I mean that within the lifespan of that equipment, you should get the maximum profit by using that equipment. Okay. And here a contractor does not pay for construction, but the equipment must pay for itself by earning. So for the contractors, more money that it costs. So it's nothing but what? So whatever the contractor, he does not pay for the construction, but he will be investing money in the equipment, and then he can earn it back by giving that one to the rental works, and even he can use that one for his own work, so that he can get the maximum profit by using this equipment. Okay. And here you can see the selection or factors affecting the equipment. So while selection, how exactly it is going to affect with the construction. Okay, the various factors to be considered while selecting the construction equipment are as follows. That is standard type of equipment. So you need to get study with respect to this, because at the time of selection, whether he need to go for the standard equipment or whether he need to go for the special equipment. Okay, and here the contractor should confine their purchases to standard equipment unless a project definitely justify the purchase of the special equipment. So in the previous part, we have studied about the special type of the equipment and standard type of the equipment. So it depends upon the proper estimation, we need to go with the whether we need to go for the standard type of equipment or whether we should go for the special type of equipment. So here delivery of standard equipment may be obtained more quickly, right? Because it is readily available in the market, and it is very helpful for purchasing. And standard equipment can be used commercially on more than one project. So it can be used in various aspects, so that we can select the standard equipment. And repair parts and all, it is easily available in the market, so that repairing time also can be reduced, and it increases the total profit with respect to the saving the duration. And if the contractor no longer needs a unit of standard equipment, easily he can sell that one to the next person, or he can give that one to the rental purpose. And then replacement of parts. So we need to select the equipments in a such a way that parts can be easily available. So prior to the purchasing of the equipment, the buyer should determine where the spare parts are obtainable. So whether the spare parts are available in the market or not, so that one he need to decide, and then he need to purchase or select that equipment. Okay, so if the parts are not obtained quickly, and it may leads to purchase the other equipment for which the parts are quickly available. So we need to choose the material where, sorry, we need to choose the equipment in a such a way that spare part should be easily available. Okay, and then operating cost. So the most efficient and therefore the most economical equipment is one whose operating cost is the minimum. It should be easily and user friendly to the operating person, so that easily he can operate, and this is a foolproof measure for selection of the equipment. So if it is very difficult to handle that and all, so that time it leads the most inconvenient system to the operations. And utilization of equipment. So the maximum utilization of the existing machine, it should be done to reduce the cost of production of the various items of the project. And the availability of the equipment, so it should be easily available in the market, and sometimes the selection of the equipment has to be made from the available equipment which is held with the manufacturers or dealers. And in case of big projects, however, the specifications are laid by the project authorities and manufacturers, just to have them modify their existing specifications to suit the job requirements. And then source of equipment, so that where exactly we'll get, and the country of origin, so it should be in our own country, so that all the spare parts and all will be easily available. And operating facilities, the equipment chosen for the project should be such that the trained operators for the machineries are available. And then sustainability of equipment for the future, so that it should be easily accessible for the further works, so that whatever we have invested the money for that equipments can be easily get.